Well, hello and welcome back. We are continuing working on our sort of, plugging up, connecting out our application and cleaning that up a little bit. One little thing I was just noticing here is if we look, we've got these things are not in the same containers. So let's go look at that real quick. If we go here, there's a field set, there's a row. Let's see, there's a row. There's a field set, so it's probably that extra little div. Or if we delete that guy, that's probably what we want is the div around those two field sets. So let's go fix that real quick on our form. And then what we're going to do first, let's see if I go field set, and I want the next one down, which is going to be this one. I've got this div somewhere. Oh. I've got a big if there, and then it's going to go within that diff. So what we need to do is, I wonder why, and we've got an extra row in there as well, which we probably don't need. So let's first get rid of that. Let's go back to our field sets. I put a row between them, and then here. Let's just call this a span and see if somewhere down here, there we go. Okay, so it did update it. We'll see how it looks because what we're going to do now is actually we want to plug in this. So when we do an on click, we're getting a totally broken because it's supposed to go to edit task, which probably we don't have that wired up yet, I bet. So if we go edit project, there we go, edit task, and we give it a number. Let's see. Yeah, so we've got to hook a couple of things up. So first things, let's go look at that. Let's see if we got see if our display is okay. And so if we just pick a project, whoop, let's get rid of that. Let's jump down here, let's log in. And let's just pick a project. And okay, so we've got those. They've come up, but they're still within. They're not set the same way. We'll fix that display later. So there's a couple things we want to do. We want to do. Let's see. Is this going to give us anything? So new task. It's not getting us anything useful. Let's go look at that. If we look at. Let's go back here. So we've got a new task and an add overhead item. So let's go look for new task first. It is probably. Yep. So it does new task submit. I'm not sure why we want to do a new task submit. I guess because that's a get. So let's just do, it does have a project ID. Well, let's go look. Let's figure out what this is supposed to look like. So new task and new overhead. Do we have those in our Hello controller? I think we had, nope. Let's see, do we have a task at all? We do have a task. Let's see, we have projects, and here we go. We do have edit, no, that's edit project. We have dashboard, greet, test, ops, register, delete, ops we've already done because we've got that. And so we do not have. We have a new password, verify, edit user. Okay. So the nice thing we're going to do is let's go to, let's do our tasks first. So we're going to go back and steal from our prior application. I believe it's here. Nope. Let's see, there we go. Source, main, Java, com, get our way into our controllers. We may look out. We do not have a, am I in this one? I am in this project. Okay, so that's why it all looks familiar. Let's go down here to this one where it is different. So come in here and we're going to go into our, probably in proposal, controllers, And we do have a task controller. So let's go look at our task controller. We may be nice enough that we have, if you look here, we have a new task. We have new overhead. We have delete task, delete overhead, edit task, edit overhead, calc hours. I'm not sure why we need that, but let's, wow, we have like a whole bunch of nice little things here. So we could probably take this whole thing and use this as a secondary controller. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what we can do if we can just take our task controller, and that's going to be up here so that we don't keep piling on to our hello controller, which is, where did we put it? It is not in our model. It is not in our row mappers. It is, here we go. Yeah, so what we can do, I'm hoping, yep, there we go. So we got our task controller. This should be, now he's going to be RBSNS demo. .demo. And then he's not in the controller anymore. And so he should be able to take everything here. So we're just going to take all of these and convert these over. I think they're all going to have the same names. Just moved some packages around. So as you see, like, this is a nice thing about an object-oriented design, is that you can use things over and over again. Granted, we could just like have all of this sitting in a library somewhere that we link to, but for here, we're going to do it. Let's see, did we need I don't think we need this servlet, HTTP servlet request. Let's go look there. Let's see. I know we have a request somewhere here, don't we? We have a request mapping. Let's see, do we have just a request? Yeah, there we go. Let's see if these, if we go to our task controller, and we probably don't need him. So we got that. Let's see how close this gets. So if we try to do this, let's see if these things like connect in on us. I'm guessing they won't, but hey, let's see how close we got. So if we go back to our home, log in, let's pick a project. Actually, let's go back to projects. Let's get one that's got a task. Let's try to edit it first. And then it looks like it's not building that right. So if we do, okay, let's go look at that first. Let's fix that, because what we want it to do is we do not want it to do a, oh, here we go. Okay, so if we do select task, I don't think we want to do that. We just want to do a slash edit task. And we don't want to do an overhead. We want to do a slash edit overhead. And let's see. And we need to do those. Well, let's try that first. We'll get those two corrected. Then we'll come back and figure out this little form thingy that it's doing. Because it's doing some gets, and I don't think it should. Yeah, see, those should be, I think, for new overhead. Let's go look at those. Let's go look at our page real quick. Okay. So if we come in here, and we log in, and we pick one, and I think we said edit as our first one. So edit's still not working, but let's see if it's getting us closer. So yeah, so it does edit task, and it gives us a 13 and a 15. And we can see here, oh good, now we're starting to get some errors. And it is template miner, oh, because we don't have our templates in, that makes sense. So if we come back, and these are gonna be, there's probably a couple of them. So if we jump all the way down here, we're going to have to rename some stuff, I bet you. Let's see, if we go to our web app, resources, nope, sorry, WebINF, views, we probably need our task form. And what was the other thing we're doing? It was an overhead. Do we have anything else that's a task or an overhead? Doesn't look like it. So let's do those two. And those are going to come over here. Now we're going to just rename them and see, because they're not going to work exactly, but hey, we're going to get close. Let's see. Let's shrink that down. So if we go here to our templates, then we need to take him. See if we can rename him to just HTML. And we're going to rename him to HTML. Now these guys are going to be broken, of course, because we're going to have to convert our files over again like we've done before. So now if we run them, and so let's pick one. Let's do an edit. And now we're able to edit. Let's see, what if we do a new? We're not able to do a new. That's because it's still doing some funkiness in the new. So let's go back to that and try to figure out why it's doing that. When we do a new task submit, it's going to do get element by ID, new task form dot submit, and it's going to get the new task form. And it's going to submit a get. But let's just not do that. I don't think we need that. Let's just change our window location. Because I think what we probably need is edit task. And it probably just needs to be... we probably need the project ID. I bet we do. I bet we need the project ID. So if we do a new task submit, it's going to be for that. It's going to be, let's see, we can do that plus the project ID. And if we do that, let's go see if that works. So if we do a new task for the project, I think that's what we had, right? I had edit. Oh, let's see, we want it to be, that's going to be new task. If we go here and we give it an ID, okay, so it doesn't like that. So let's go look at let's actually look at what we're doing instead of guess our way through it. Let's see, this is the one that we want. This is the one that we don't want. Okay, so this is the one we got now. So if we do, so we have edit, we know edit task is working, or at least we're getting to our form. So new task, it does have a get, and he's looking for a project ID parameter. So if we go look at that, let's see. So if we do new task with the project ID, oh, it's because there we go. Okay, so it's that easy. So it's capital project, capital ID in the project. That makes a lot of sense. Let's go to our project form. And this is just going to be new task, project ID equals. And then, let's see, we probably want that. What was the other one? So that's new task. And the other one was overhead. So we don't need this new task form thing. I'm not sure why we use that at all. New overhead, probably going to be the same thing. So let's just do here. And he's going to be new overhead. And I bet we will then be ready to jump into next episode. We're going to start putting a couple more pages together here, if that works. So let's go here. Let's go back to this. Whoop. Hello. There we go. So if we come in here, and let's just do that. So if we do a new task, we are broken. If we do a new overhead, oh, doesn't like that at all. Okay. New overhead. Oh, wait. So, what do we call it? New, oh, add overhead. Oh, come on, where did it go? If we go down here, there we go, add over, oh, so it's new overhead submit. New overhead submit. Let's see what it says in our task. There's new overhead. Project ID. It's a get, so it should be new overhead. Let's see if we got that right. New overhead, project ID equals that. Oh, I need to send it a project ID. That's where the problem is. So for both of those, I now need to go to the new task. So new task submit needs to have that project ID. So now we have to do our little th on click equals that and that and that. And I think that's going to get it. And then, because I think that's what we had when we did it before, when we do a th on. Let's see, let's go find that. On click, yep. So now we just go down here. And this one's going to be a th. And that's going to be, do we have it? Yep, and that's going to be the project ID. So let's go see if those work now. And then we will be ready to dive into actually hooking these things up. So let's go here, let's log in. Let's pick one. So if we do new, new is not hitting anything. Add overhead is not doing anything. If we go to the edits, I don't think we got this edit fixed yet. Oh, we did. So we have the edits. We do not have the news done. So let's go look at that and see if it got the ID. If we go to in here, new, so it's not taking that properly. What did we miss? So we did, oh, this one, we know is supposed to be like that. So if we look, it should be, oh, we didn't close it. And that means that's overhead submit, and we need new, this one, probably the same thing, didn't close it. Now, one more time, let's give it a shot, see how this works. And hopefully now, we will see it come in. See, it's the fun of being a developer when we have these kinds of little things. Luckily, it's pretty quick to go through, spin through these things. So, we already checked the edits. So now let's go check our task. New task, nice ugly form, new overhead. There we go. So now we can plug these suckers in, and that's what we're going to do next time. Is we'll go ahead and get those things connected in, and we're getting pretty darn close to being able to click on all our stuff. This was one. There's this little thing that I'm not sure this does anything useful. Let's see. I think it doesn't. Yeah, I think it was supposed to add something there. Oh, it does. Okay. So it is just adding that stuff in. So, all right, cool. There we go. And that'll wrap this one up. Sorry if we went a tad long. But next time around, like I said, we're going to continue putting these things together. We are slowly building out a moderately useful application. We'll do some more cleanup, some additional stuff next time, and just keep chugging along. As always, shoot us an email at info@developreneur.com if you have any questions. Otherwise, go out there and have yourself a great day, a great week, and we will talk to you next time.